Dude, that would be so sick. Oh, that would be sick. All right, gang, welcome back to the 6 Inch Kings podcast.
Episode 5, dude.
Episode 5, dude.
We've made it.
Here's your mom, dude.
We've made it back to normal schedule programming.
That's right.
We've had a crazy couple weeks.
It's been a really weird couple of weeks.
And our podcasts have been like just all over the place.
Yeah, we
just
haven't
uploaded
one
one
last
on
night.
Thursday. Yeah.
It's been quite the schedule. So I'm Sean. That's I'm over there. We've got special guest Pat in the house today.
Patrick O'Driscoll. What's
That's
your middle
right.
name?
Potty Mouth Pat.
What's your middle name?
Pat.
Boyce.
Boyce.
What a middle name.
B-O-I-C-E. It's my grandmother's maiden name.
Hell yeah.
B-O-S-C-E?
B-O-I-C-E.
Oh.
Like voice.
Voice,
Yeah.
but with a B.
That's pretty dope.
Was that Irish? I don't even know where that name comes from.
It's either Irish or Yinzer. Yinzer being like Pennsylvania,
Oh,
Northwestern, New
okay.
York type. You know,
So
like
white
upper-
as fuck, basically.
Yeah.
Very white.
White
Very
as fuck.
Potatoes and beer for dinner. Very
Yeah.
white.
Nice. So I think, y'all, the way this is going to work, we have Pat here with us today, but we don't have a microphone set up for him.
I'm broke.
So he's going to be here. He's going to be sitting in on the podcast with us. He's going to chime in every now and then, especially for the comedic off mic effect. And we're gonna get through it, and then in the very near future, we're gonna have a better setup where we can have guests on in a more legitimate fashion.
Yeah, but congrats being technically the first guest.
Person we've ever
I
had
know.
here for a recording.
I know.
First
I knew that
guest
there
on the
was gonna be,
podcast, dude.
Yeah.
There's going to be nobody else as the first guest.
Yeah, Pat
Yeah.
was strategic with
Well,
his.
we have to stay true to the 6-inch king, so we can only allow people
Yeah.
with at least a 6-inch
What is
king
this?
on there.
This is the 5th episode?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
If you double 5, then I'm 10, so that makes sense.
You do a little arithmetic.
Carry
I
the
got a
2.
fat dick. That's what
Yeah, man. I didn't even think about that. Episode 6 is gonna have to be a special.
We're gonna have to whip our dicks out.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, audio only episode though.
Yeah.
only
Audio only, and we're recording naked, and you just have to trust us.
You just have to trust us by the sound of it. The sound of our voices will be different because it'll be reverberating off our dicks.
You just hear the mic. You just hear the mic go. we just.
So anyway, y'all,
It's been a hectic week, man.
it's been kind of a crazy week.
We've technically recorded 3 episodes in 1 week.
What's happened since last time we recorded?
When did we
an episode?
record? We
I don't
recorded
know.
Saturday, no?
We recorded. I don't know.
Saturday night, Sunday morning?
I don't remember.
No, it wasn't yesterday. We definitely
When
didn't.
did I? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was
Thursday? Wednesday? I don't remember. It's been a weird week.
Was
I don't,
it the day after I got back from Lost Lands?
It was Thursday because Wednesday was when Joy got drunk, and we talked about that. So it had to be Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday morning because I was hungover as hell.
Poor Joy. That's how we remember.
Yeah.
That's our timeline. Well, that was the day Joy got drunk. So then
Says
after that,
the day
must have been-
after.
That's probably the best way she
Yeah.
remembered on this podcast, so,
Oh, dude, we love Joy around here. We have nothing but nice things to say. That's why I was nervous to have you on. You got to keep it classy.
funny.
Keep it
'Cause
classy.
I'm in love with Joy.
Why, she
Yeah,
listen?
she's our principal.
She's our principal. What?
She listen?
Yeah, of course she listens.
of
Everyone
course.
at
She's our-
T5 listens.
Listen here, you Douglas.
Hey, bro. Joy Pat he's had some trouble admitting it to himself, but he really wants to make amends with you, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to see it happen.
He's only acting like this because he's 3 drinks in.
Yeah, it's 3.
We're all a couple
I'll
drinks
come
in.
over sober for the next podcast.
Okay,
I'll tell you
great.
Exactly how the fuck I feel.
Oh, bro, come on, don't be like that. I'm gonna have to cut you out of the podcast now.
But yeah.
It's in the past, you know.
Yeah, it is in the past, and we're all growing from it.
I have become a much more mature person. I've
No
become
doubt.
A much more grown person.
Growth
since
is
my
the
time at
growth is really the
T5.
key that we've all been. We're all in a growth phase right now.
Big
I'd like to
You're
say.
nothing like the person I met. Oh my God, 4 years ago.
Yeah,
5
I've
years
known
ago?
Pat. I've known you for 6 years. I knew you before Tiny's. I met
Yeah.
you my freshman year of college.
Yeah, and you are not. And I am not the same person.
You're not the
and
same
you are
person. I'm not the same
that I met
person.
that
We were a
night.
bunch of shitheads just smoking pot all day long, dude.
I mean, I still do that quite a bit. not as much as a shithead.
Yeah.
More of a dickhead now.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
graduated.
Shit to dick. Shit
I
to
think
dick.
that's better.
I think so too. Shitheads are
Oh,
annoying.
way better, yeah.
Dickheads are kind of funny.
Yeah, dickheads are just like,
I mean,
they're good people, but it's like, come on, bro.
we're all dickheads.
Shitheads
every
are
now
like,
and then.
get that fucker
Okay,
out of
what's
here.
the order? What's the hierarchy? What's the worst thing you can do?
Gotta give me all the options.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to.
Like a fuck
You know what,
stick?
guys? Hold on. I'm gonna grab another microphone, and we're gonna try to get it set up.
Let's do it.
If we're gonna do this whole thing,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
try to
fair
get
enough.
good audio for it.
All right, pause. Wait.
It's fine.
We're live.
Okay, perfect. So we should be getting much better audio for Pat now, hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Action.
Action, everybody. We still don't really see you, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
It's
what
gonna
I
be
look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone knows what Pat looks like. Pat, show the people at home how you look real quick
Yeah,
so they
show
can
them
know.
that fucking beautiful
Oh, there
flow
he
you
is.
got going
Guys,
on.
bro, real talk though?
Real
Can we
talk.
take a moment to talk about Pat's fucking hair?
Yeah, you owe me $100.
fucking-
I
Playboy.
do owe
talk.
Pat $100. I told him like 2 years ago that if he grew his hair out for a year, I'd give him $100.
And it's been about
It's
2
been
fucking
like,
years.
it's been like a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, he's-
dude, you know what the worst part is? I fucking love it now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy it now.
How can
It
you
looks
not?
good, dude.
It's at an awkward stage where it's like, it's not as long as I want it to be, but
That's what she
there's
said.
no chance that it's short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
it
it's
puffs
definitely
out on the
long now,
sides.
bro. Yeah, it's
I
down
do have
past
to
your
get it-
ears.
I do have to get it cleaned up for sure.
Yeah, Pat, I think of all the people here, you would look the best in a mullet. You
That's
would rock
true.
the fuck out of a mullet,
Yeah,
especially
I
with
would
that
be-
mustache going on.
I would have so many more milfs than
That Jody High
uh,
Roller look,
than
bro.
Brennan does if I had a milf or
Who?
if I had a fucking bullet, bro.
Let's go back to the tier list, though.
Yeah, let's make this tier list.
Yeah, because let's do a 5-tier system. So we have fuckhead, we have shithead, we have dickhead, and we
Fuck,
need 2
shit,
more.
dick.
We could just do a bitch. Like that's a tier in itself.
And then like asshole.
And then
Asshole is like the
Bitch made, yeah.
bitch made is a whole nother thing. But I think bitch made is more like a comment on someone's courage
yeah.
or like manliness.
I would agree on that.
But what's the worst you could be? And then what's the better alternative?
I think
Because-
the worst
because-
you can probably be is a fuck stick, bro,
A fuck stick?
or a fuckhead,
A fuckhead?
or a fuck
Okay, let's
fuck ass, something like
Yeah.
that.
Let's define a fuckhead.
Those are pretty good. A fuckhead is like
He just does shit without thinking about it.
you're just
Not even that. You just purposefully like
Cause
fuck this shit.
you have no redeeming qualities.
Yeah, there
you
it is.
fuck everything up.
yeah.
Bull in the china
And,
shop.
and it's not for like trauma, it's just because you feel like
You
it.
just don't give a fuck about anyone
I
in a
agree.
bad way.
Yeah.
So you're selfish,
You're selfish.
entitled.
Self-absorbed.
Yeah.
You have no self-control.
Ooh, I think
That's
you just
really
hit the
it.
nail on the head right there.
That's the whole thing about becoming a quote unquote good man is being able to control your
honestly.
urges. Because all men have
Your rage, your happiness, everything. Yeah.
all men have those periods where they think some horrible shit. It's just whether or not we're acting
Yeah.
on them.
I think
That's a
people
big
are
fact.
way more alike than they want to give themselves credit for,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody wants to feel like an individual.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to feel special.
Yeah.
And I think once you realize that you are just another person, life becomes a whole lot easier.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you transition from a fuckhead to a dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Well, I think that's probably the last hoop you jump through is realizing like,
You're just a dickhead.
I'm just like everybody else. Like
Yeah.
we're all in the same boat here.
Yeah.
We're all on the same team type kind of thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
For sure.
Yeah. Freshman year Pat and freshman year Yams were
Weird.
close to fuckheads. I don't think we were
I don't think we were
fuckheads.
fuckheads. I think we knew a lot of fuckheads.
Yeah.
I think we knew
There's
a
a lot of fuckheads at Sigma Pi.
I think we hung
There were a
around with-
lot of
I
fuckheads at
think we
Sigma
hung around with
Pi.
a lot of fuckheads.
Shout out Sigma Pi,
And
dude.
I think we were. I think we were probably one step above, which
Yeah.
I think.
I was gonna say we're on the outskirts of it. We were on the outskirts.
Well,
of it.
what's one above a fuckhead? Fuckhead is the worst. What is it?
Shithead?
Dickhead or shithead?
I
Probably
think dickhead,
shithead.
Probably
I think dickhead
shithead.
is at your top.
I
of
think
like where we're
Dickhead
starting
is
to
the
be.
last step before you're just an okay person.
Yeah. So I think we were just
I would agree.
shitheads. We were shitheads who like
Yeah, you
didn't do
smell
our
bad.
work. We didn't really clean up. We were smoking a lot of weed. We were
Not really caring.
we just did shit to do shit.
You
Just
have
because-
empathy, but you don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah. It's not like the main concern.
Which
Yeah.
makes it even worse. Like, you know better.
Yeah, it's
but
one of
you're
those-
still doing it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
one of those
yeah,
things
yeah.
where like, yeah, I know this is probably going to make you upset, but I really want to do this just to like see what happens and you do
that
it.
feeling where you're like, damn, I got invited to a party tonight, but I got something to do tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. let's
go,
That's a shithead.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
And I think a lot of that's
Ignoring
freshman sophomore year.
responsibilities.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
freshman sophomore year to a T for
Honestly,
most people.
you're really out of the norm if you're not coming into your freshman year as at least a shithead.
Yeah.
I
You
think
know?
there are a lot of people that come in pretty mature though.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah, but
all
we don't hear
virgins
about
and
But I
losers.
think, but I think a lot of those people had their fuckhead experiences
In high
younger
school.
in high
In high
school.
school?
Big facts.
It's really weird how a lot of
I knew a crazy number of fuckheads in high school.
so many people in high school have
Do you
like
still
your
keep
quote
up with them?
unquote college
I don't keep up
experience.
with anybody from high school except Marvin. Shout out Marvin. Love you.
Word.
Yeah, it's weird nowadays. Most high school kids are having the same college experience.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
the
It's
age
just happening younger.
The
Yeah.
age just gets younger and younger every
Yeah.
year.
All the
You know what I
time,
mean?
bro.
I mean, when did you
12-year-olds
have your
out here
first?
getting pregnant,
when did you
dude.
have your first cell phone?
I think it was like 12 or 11.
Ninth grade. I don't know
Yeah.
how old I was, but
I think
ninth
I
grade.
was. I think it was in
I was-
8th grade.
I was in middle school, and it wasn't really even a cell phone. It was just a phone that I could use to call my mom
Yeah.
when
In
I
case
got
of
off the
emergencies,
bus.
I
right?
mean, that's a cell phone.
But my
Yeah.
little sister,
You couldn't text.
6 years younger than me, got her first phone 3rd grade
Third grade?
because everybody else in the class had a
Yeah,
phone.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, the times matter too. In the world that we live in today.
We also kind of grew up in the beginning of the internet.
Yeah.
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 Now they-
Smartphones were not a thing when we were kids.
Dude, there were questions that we had as kids that just didn't get answered.
Yeah, still haven't.
You ask your parents, and they're like, I don't know. And you're like, okay, well, that's.
But
Yeah.
I don't
Never
think
gonna
that
know.
happens for this generation. They got
No,
yeah.
Google,
They
Wikipedia,
can figure
blah,
out
blah, blah.
anything.
You can watch a YouTube video, figure out how to build a washer dryer,
For
whatever.
sure.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Like their academic experience is so different too, especially in the younger age. Like by the time we were college age, the internet was what it is now.
Yeah.
But when we were in like elementary, middle
That was a
school,
frontier, man.
even high school, bro. Like when I started, the iPhone, which was like not the first smartphone, but that was the first phone that people were really Googling shit on. That came out my first year of high school, and before that, you just didn't know stuff.
Yeah, you had a
Yeah.
sidekick. If you had a
Yeah.
sidekick, you were the shit.
Yeah, of course.
There
Yeah.
was the Motorola Razor
Oh,
as well.
Mhm.
That was like, if you had a Motorola Razor as a kid,
Yeah,
you're
bro.
probably
You
a
had some
thought
street cred.
now. If you were a girl with like a pink razor, you're probably fucking a dude for money right now.
True.
You got an OnlyFans?
You got an OnlyFans. The OnlyFans are
yeah.
just filled with girls with razors.
That's hilarious, bro.
Dude, can you imagine how stressed you would have been if you had an OnlyFans and for a week they were like, we're banning all the porn?
What-
Yeah,
You know?
true. Wait, so did they walk that back?
I think
Yeah,
they
of
walked
course
that
they
back.
walked it
Yeah.
back.
Well, they were gonna lose a lot.
Yeah, they were
of
gonna lose
money.
it. They would have gone out of
They were
business
gonna
in
lose
a
a
month.
lot.
They had
of
way
money.
too much pushback. They
That
had way
was
too
such a
much
dumb
pushback.
idea.
Yeah.
I was like, and the whole thing was they were doing it to appease.
Visa or something, right?
yeah.
Or some credit card
I
company.
think it
pretty
was
fuckhead.
Mastercard or somebody. Yeah, because they didn't. It was like they were like it goes against their terms of service, and I was like, obviously,
Yeah.
stop using that card processor.
Yeah. There's so many other card
Visa,
But that's the thing.
American Express,
Amex.
everyone else is out there, bro.
But that's the thing. There's so many people that only have one card.
No, I don't think that's true.
No, I think it's
That's
true.
very true.
But even if that
Really?
is the case,
I don't have a debit card. I only have one card. It's my debit card.
You don't have a credit card?
Mm-mm.
You should get a credit card.
I
a
have
lot
credit.
of people don't have credit cards.
I have credit,
build
but I
credit,
don't have
yo.
a credit card because
Yeah.
I make payments on my rent and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a good credit score.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I had a credit card and I got a little carried away with the power. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you don't really think about it
Yeah.
in the moment.
It's easy
And,
to do.
Well, that's looping back into the conversation of like, as a man, being a good man,
Gotta
we
learn that
have
self-control.
got to learn self-control.
and responsibility. I think
Good practice is
responsibility and self-control kind of go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that they're cousins. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
a little different, but they're
Just a little
related.
bit. Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure.
Kissing cousins, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think they're from Alabama. I think they're from California. I think they both have good jobs.
I don't
They,
think-
they have avocado
I don't
toast
think
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
good
yeah,
is from
They
Alabama. I'll
surf
tell you that.
on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you graduate from fuckhead.
Yeah. You're a fuckhead, now you're a shithead.
Yeah. After shithead, you move up to dickhead.
Dickhead. A dickhead is just someone who.
It's just a dick.
You're
you
just
should-
a boy.
I think he's
You're
just trying
just
to
a
be
boy.
funny.
You're not a man.
I think he's just trying to be funny and get a laugh.
Either
When I think of a
that-
dickhead, I think of someone who's just like trying to say something funny, and sometimes
Comedians.
it doesn't hit.
But there's
And you look
also
bad.
those guys who like, they are probably trying to be funny and they don't get it when nobody thinks it's funny.
I think
Yeah.
there's two kinds of dickheads, though. I think
Yeah.
there's the
A self-aware
there's the
dickhead
Yes.
versus a ignorant dickhead.
True.
I think there's very much something in the fact that, yeah, I know I could be a better man or person or whatever the fuck, but like I'm enjoying
Yeah.
kind of
Sean, we're
let
gonna
loose
have
and
to charge
have fun.
people $5
I
to
know.
see.
This is going up
You
on the
can't
OnlyFans, bro.
You can't just expose your feet, especially since
Bro,
they're
that's
dirty.
horrifying.
No, oh,
That's
shit,
Oh,
they're
that's
dirty.
horrifying.
Get them
Damn.
down, dude.
You have
That's
to
gross.
Cut the video after
Nah, it's
that
fine.
one.
I'll blur them.
Those are unsuckable toes, dude.
No, the fuck, bro. Look at these toes.
You suck
bro.
toes, Sean?
Oh, bro, I suck anything.
I think I gotta go, bro.
Those toes are unsuckable, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna blur them out.
Okay,
It'll be
fair
fine.
enough, dude.
I'll crop it.
We're gonna get demonetized.
This is audio only. Don't worry.
YouTube's gonna demonetize
Look,
us.
bro,
We're gonna lose a sponsor.
I'm in an
Fuck.
uncomfortable chair. I gotta figure out a way to be fucking
Yeah,
comfy
fair
on this
enough.
podcast.
We gotta
bro.
get you a better chair, bro.
I know. We gotta get. I mean, long term, we're gonna be in office chairs probably,
yeah.
or like Cabisco chairs, like Rogan
We
uses.
were really excited about these chairs, though.
I
But they
know.
just didn't fit, huh?
I mean, they
Yeah,
fit. I just look like a goddamn sack of potatoes when I'm sitting in it. So
See?
until I either lose a little weight or something, I gotta rock something else.
I don't agree.
Say la vie. That's the way it goes.
I don't agree. I
Who
don't think
doesn't
you look
love
like a sack of shit.
potatoes?
I think
No,
you
sack
look
of
like
potatoes, dude.
Potatoes because of his skin color, dude.
Yeah.
bro. Potatoes are shit.
Burlap, dude.
Burlap.
I grew up.
Is that a?
I grew up
skin color?
poor Irish. Okay, potatoes are literally 5 cents a pound.
That's what
okay?
I'm saying.
So we gonna call it shit, and we gonna be done with it. All right?
Okay.
But I don't think that's true. You
All
got
right,
the
bro.
flow. You know, you got the skies out, thighs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thighs do be out, dude. 5-inch inseam only.
Only, bro.
Really?
Anything
you
more?
transitioned to the 5. You used to be a 7 guy.
No, I've never done 7.
When we were living together, you were wearing 7s.
I had a few 7s, and this
See
is
how
the
he
whole
walks that shit
transition.
back?
I had a few. I had a few, but just
fuckhead
because,
move.
just because, you know, I wasn't working with the quantity that I have now. Now I have so many pairs of shorts.
Yeah.
And really, that's an investment. Like I used
Oh,
to
yeah.
never buy clothes, but now I'm like,
yeah.
I have to buy clothes, and I have to keep the clothes I have for a long time. And if I am gonna buy clothes, I'm gonna buy nice quality clothes that I can wear for a long time.
What's your brand right now? What's your go-to?
Gymshark. Gymshark is the way to go, dude.
Really? I don't have any Gymsharks.
And it's also so cheap.
Yeah.
Gymshark in its own
Exceptionally
sense,
cheap.
you get shorts for $20 at the most.
Yeah.
$20, dude.
Catch it on sale. It's considerably less than
Yeah.
that.
I also have these like Target shorts that were like $15, but they were 7-inch inseams, but I cut them DIY. I think they add a little rustic value, a little personalized touch.
Yeah, dude, there is something to like a cutoff, like a shirt that you turn into a cutoff, and shorts that you cut short, like jorts or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
even athletic
Where you can
shorts when
see
they
a
have the
little bit of the-
raggedness. There's something to that for
It's a
sure.
little. It adds a little pizzazz to it.
It's a
you
little
know?
bit of.
It's not
of a
necessarily-
throwback
yeah.
It's like a 80s vibe.
Yeah,
It's
a
not
little,
like a
little bit
clean cut.
vintage, but
Mhm.
but not vintage. It's I would call it a throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, I think that's the way. Buy cheap shorts and just make them your own, and like cut them however length you need them.
Yeah.
But you, Pat, you got some long, skinny legs, so I definitely think you
Yeah,
running those 5-inch inseams
I've
would
got a
really do you
weird-
justice.
I've got
Oh,
a
yeah.
weird proportion to me. I'm
Not really.
I'm
You've got
all-
a classic
I'm
proportion
all
to you.
torso and knee up. From knee down, my calves are a little small.
I can see that.
But you know what helps that?
Wearing
I'm
shorter
long in the
shorts.
torso.
Shorter shorts, bro.
I'm
Shorter
long in the
shorts,
torso.
dude.
Well, the thing is
Shorter
Shorter
shorts, and you
shorts.
got to pull them up high.
I've never
Optical
worn
illusion.
I've never worn pants at my waistline. They've
Yeah.
always been above or below the waistline.
Yeah.
Oh, you sag, dude?
Yeah, back in the day when I was a hitter, I used to be sagging with the basketball shorts underneath.
Sagging and swagging, bro.
Dude,
You
who
already
didn't
know.
sag back in the day?
Honestly, nerds and
Dude,
virgins.
it was so uncomfortable. Let's
It's
be
weird.
honest.
Yeah,
Let's
it's weird.
Be honest. It was
It's weird
so
now. I
uncomfortable.
catch myself like if my like I have to wear a belt. If my pants go like too low, I'm like, how does anyone do
I
this?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different
I
lifestyle,
have
bro.
to like pull them all the way up to my belly
Yeah, I
button.
used to be
down.
able to
Time,
run.
man.
I used to be able to run full sprint.
Bro,
with-
people were
with
running
an
full
elastic
sprint.
band around my knees. That's crazy.
That's how low you're sagging, dude.
yeah. Different times, man.
The change in fashion is
And then the skinny
hilarious.
jeans came in hard, bro. They came in hard and
Skinny
heavy.
jeans came in hard and they stayed. They're
Yeah.
still around,
Yeah,
bro.
I still own a good few pairs
I mean,
of
all
skinnies.
my jeans are skinny jeans. I think we're transitioning out of skinny jeans though.
Into what?
But not into baggy, just into fit,
dad
more
jeans.
fitter.
Yeah.
Like slim tapered,
Yeah.
cargo-esque style, like work pants almost in a way.
Yeah.
Bro, cargo.
Cargo pants are just pants made for painters, construction workers, all that stuff.
Bro, cargos.
Yeah,
were
but
the
people
shit.
aren't wearing cargos.
Cargos were the shit.
No, not
bro.
shorts.
I'll die on that.
No,
bro.
no cargo anything.
Pants. Dude, cargo pants are the wave right now.
Dude, I would.
You're telling me cargo pants with a big cargo pocket on the side?
Yes.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yes.
Absolutely
Yes.
not.
I see.
Oh,
I see
dude,
a
if
lot
you-
of people wearing cargos.
If you like go into the realm of like fashion, TikTok and fashion, all that,
Uh-huh.
it's cargo pants. And you
Not
know,
my
you know,
fashion
you know
TikTok.
who really pioneers it really well that we know.
Who?
Philip.
I can see Philip in
Philip?
bro.
Philip.
Hold on. Philip, look at me right now. Look at me right now. If I catch you wearing fucking cargo pants, you're dead to me. I'm never ever gonna be your friend.
Philip wears cargo pants. And he
Everyone
looks
else
good
tell
in
him
them.
I said that.
He looks good in them. I mean, they look good, bro. If
Bro, I
you're-
got
if
cargo.
you're-
Listen, bro.
If you're pairing them well,
I don't know.
I am not a pant wearer just because of my dimensions.
I
You
am
like
a
shorts?
pant wearer.
I like shorts because my legs are so short already
Sure.
that if I wear pants, it makes them look even shorter.
Yeah.
Here's my
And
thing.
especially with loose fitted pants.
Here's my thing about cargo pants. I have been shit on my whole life for wearing cargo pants and cargo
So
shorts.
you're bringing up some trauma here, huh?
Yeah, I am, bro. And I'm not just going to accept it that it's coming back around because
Well, here's the thing.
what the fuck, dude?
Most of the people I wearing cargo shorts are men,
Mm-hmm.
not boys.
Okay.
like older.
older.
I thought you were going to say not women. I was
No,
like,
no, no,
yeah.
like older gentlemen.
Gentlemen,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe from like
Maybe in their 50s.
maybe like 35.
35?
35
Those guys aren't
up.
in charge of fashion.
And
No, he's talking about cargo shorts.
no, just cargo shorts. Cargo
Okay.
shorts.
Well, yeah, those are out.
But just out in the wild. if
Yeah,
you will.
I mean, I own a pair, bro.
I see
I'm not
men,
going to
I
lie.
see
man.
men with cargo shorts.
Let's burn them.
I don't
The
wear
amount
them.
of versatility that
Oh.
these men have, unparalleled.
Here's the thing about that, though.
I think the freedom of there's also fear because you're like, oh fuck, where do
Where's my
my
shit?
keys go?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I
you
have
gotta
so
check
many.
8 pockets.
Yeah. Here's
But
the
I
thing
think
about
the
that, bro.
ability to carry, your cigarettes, your dip,
Sure.
your keys, your wallet, whatever the
Cigarettes and your dip.
fuck. Hey man, I don't,
Two-timing, dude.
Here's the thing, bro. If you
I'm a
want
country boy.
the freedom that you're talking about, the answer is not cargo.
Yeah, you should probably just kill yourself.
Bottom.
That way.
The answer is a goddamn fanny pack. That's freedom. Mm-hmm.
They're
Fanny
coming back.
packs.
For those who can't see at home, Pat said I hit the nail on the head.
They're coming back. They're
Right on the
coming
nose.
back.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah, fanny
They're
packs.
back harder
I
than
don't think
they've
they're
ever
back
been.
all the way yet.
Oh, bro, I am tell this man.
Fanny packs are back.
I don't think they're back all the way yet because you don't see them in non-party scenarios.
Oh, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, I see them all the time.
Fanny
you?
packs.
I wear them all the time. I wear a fanny pack to Target.
Yeah, but we're fuckheads.
I'm a regular schmegular, dude.
Don't ever say that.
We're
shit.
so the real transition.
You got longer hair than the fucking queen. Don't ever
True.
say that shit again, okay?
I'm a trendsetter.
the
bro.
real transition in the fashion world, in my opinion, is from fanny packs to tote bags. A lot of
I
if
can't
you-
get behind that.
It's
I don't agree.
It's tough.
I don't
if
like
you
the
if
tote
you
bag.
go to like big fashion cities like New York,
Oh,
Chicago,
for sure it's a thing.
California,
For sure, it's a thing.
most men are walking around, or fashionable men are walking around with a tote bag,
The only
and that's
reason
a tote bag is the same thing as a fanny pack, just larger.
But
I think
it's
I would
not,
go
and
with
here's why.
JanSport. I think I'd be a JanSport boy through and through. Still to this day. I think
Backpack?
I'd wear the backpack.
I fuck with the backpack fit.
I think the backpack.
Every time I
look-
wear a backpack to the gym, I'm like, I look cooler.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
just
I
walking
feel
around-
cooler.
I feel cooler too. Yeah.
Here's the thing about the tote bag or the backpack versus the fanny pack, and why the fanny pack is the absolute S tier cargo.
Can you
answer.
fit your laptop in your fanny pack?
Don't need to.
I rest
bro.
my case.
You don't need to. Your fanny pack, you put it on, you go like this, click, and it's done. You get in the car? Doesn't matter. You can still
Bro,
wear
have
it.
you never
a tote
seen
bag?
22 Jump Street?
tote
21
bag?
Jump Street? You can one strap a JanSport.
tote bag is just, and you're good to go.
Yeah, until you have to sit down or
Oh, you
get
sit down
something
and you just-
or get that's a whole lot more work, bro. I'm not trying to take that
'cause
shit
I ain't
off every
trying to
time
have
I
a
need
fanny
something
pack
out of it.
show my
Well,
belly.
also, if you need to get something out, you don't even have to unzip anything. You just have to extend your arm and come in and grab it. You're done. No
Yeah,
zipping.
But then
No
still, if
zipping
I
back.
wanna- you're neglecting
Yeah, but
my
you're an
argument.
easy mark. You're an easy
yeah,
mark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're an easy
yeah.
fucking mark, bro.
Well, to be fair, a tote bag is just a big purse.
and you know another. Yeah, that's true. You know another beauty about the fanny pack. You
With
put,
no zipper though.
With no
Even
zipper.
purses have zippers on the
Yeah,
top
they
for
do.
added.
It's
Added
true.
When you
security.
steal, not that I've stolen a purse. Let me
Sure.
make that abundant. Not that I have stolen a purse.
When Pat steals a purse,
It's okay. This is
When
the
you-
annual.
When somebody
this is
takes
the-
a purse, they can't just like and take
Yeah.
the wallet out the purse
Sure.
with 2 fingers, like
Yeah.
like you're picking a pocket.
Exactly.
Although
But
to
if
be-
if you got a tote bag, there's an opening already in it.
To
You
be
gotta-
fair, you shouldn't put your wallet in a tote bag. I actually don't know what
I agree.
people carry in tote bags.
I think they legit just don't
I've
put
actually
anything
heard
in
that
it.
people in New York carry wallets in their front pocket.
I carry my wallet in my front pocket.
I carry
if
it
I'm
in
not
the
wearing
back.
a fanny pack.
Carry it
that's
in the
my
back.
I'm not trying to fuck up my spine any more than it already is. You know?
That's
Oh,
true.
my
I went to a
shit's already
chiropractor.
fucked.
And my chiropractor told me to stop sitting on my wallet. It
Yeah.
fucks up your back.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a
I don't
big
know how.
thing.
I mean, it makes.
Especially
I guess
with
it makes sense.
Big
but-
boy wallets like you walk around with, Pat.
Yeah,
I walk
your
around with a
fucking
big
hundos in
wallet,
there.
but it's empty.
All right, then put it in your front pocket already.
got
then.
He
no
said, "I
money.
just got business cards in there, dog."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of them is a PES from your boy.
What is it?
Your
PES?
boy.
I don't even.
Shout out Gabe Meza.
Yeah. I mean,
Just kidding.
Actually,
I don't
we
wanna
do
give
talk
you a shout out.
wrestling every once in a while because he's the only one that I know that is
Mm.
has a high appreciation for the honor rule sport of wrestling.
Wrestling. We talking professional wrestling?
Oh, I'm talking WWE
Okay.
right here.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
boy.
Dude, I have a group of friends back home who are still
Oh man, that's what I grew up with. You know?
no, they're still like they'll watch SmackDown every Friday. dude.
Oh, yeah. I don't watch it.
Do
I
you
don't watch it
indulge still?
anymore.
Not anymore.
No, sadly no. I've I grew out of it, but I think that the spectacle and like the
It's the highest form of entertainment.
showmanship,
Yeah.
all of that, I think that it definitely affects me. I still do things for the effect.
Yeah.
Because of it, I really.
Oh
do
yeah, we
believe.
know, bro. We saw a lot of WWE antics in this fucking server hallway back in the day, bro.
Can you smell it?
Oh God, bro, it'd peak the mic.
know, dude.
Yeah, dude. Man.
Shout out The Rock though.
Shout out The Rock, Stone Cold,
Stone Cold, all the legends,
Man.
bro. John Cena's up
Legend,
there.
Texas Rattlesnake,
Triple
bro.
H.
I'm gonna keep it real with you boys. I'm not a real big fan of The
I
Rock.
know you aren't. You fucking.
Not The
weirdo.
Rock.
The Rock is the
But,
coolest
let's
person
dig
in the
into this.
world.
What's the problem with The Rock?
He's
What's
just-
He is the coolest
Too
person in the world.
What makes him cool?
His charisma, his
Uh,
strength,
fake.
he could
his
beat the shit
talent.
out of you in a
Fake.
half a second.
Yeah,
He
so
could
could
toss
Arnold.
you across the room.
Yeah, Arnold has the same magnetism. What are you talking about?
Arnold's is real.
Arnold is The
So
Rock.
is The Rock.
If The Rock was foreign, if Arnold could speak
Arnold
English,
is foreign.
The Rock.
I'm saying, yeah. If
The
Arnold,
Rock
if
is
Arnold
a
Schwarzenegger
non-German Schwarzenegger.
could
That's what he
speak
is.
like fluently, he would turn his career into The Rock.
I
He would be
just-
that successful.
when the I look, bro. The the public facing persona that The Rock puts on, it just feels so manufactured.
I don't think it is though. I think that's just who he is, bro.
I agree with Hein.
I mean,
But also he's been doing it for so long. Maybe it's not who he was, but it's definitely
who he is now.
Who he is
he's
now.
Yeah.
Curated that to,
Yeah.
to now that's just
But
who
I,
he
fair.
is.
but I would push back on that because there are interactions between him and Kevin Hart that seem very real.
Yeah.
And he's the same as he appears in the promos and all the TikToks or whatever
Yeah.
that you see him on.
That's true. Kevin Hart's another one though.
You don't like Kevin?
I like Kevin. I think his first comedy special changed stand-up comedy forever.
Modern comedy for sure.
Yeah.
Modern comedy. But
Oh, yeah.
all that it was just a rerun of Pryor. It was just Pryor with a fresh paint
Wow.
of skin. Or
Wow.
with
I'd
a
have
fresh coat of paint.
I'd
Yeah.
have to listen to Pryor.
Yeah, I've never listened to Pryor's
Really?
specials.
No.
Pryor is what all modern comedians are.
Yeah.
That style of comedy, very quick, very what did I do this weekend? Oh, I killed somebody. Go on to the next joke. That is very Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
It's I think the only other person that comedians today are trying to mimic is Eddie Murphy.
Oh, definitely.
I think it's Pryor, Eddie Murphy, maybe
Shout
like
out Eddie
Rodney
Murphy, though.
Dangerfield. These are old comics.
Yeah,
These are
Eddie Murphy definitely also changed the face of stand-up comedy.
you want
He
to talk
did.
about
What an icon.
yeah, man. Nobody in comedy before or since has been cool. Eddie was suave, bro. He was
I mean-
wearing fashion on the stage.
Yeah, he was
wearing
very cool.
rhinestones.
Very cool. I
People
would
wanted
argue.
to smash Eddie not because he was a comedian, but because he was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I would say Sebastian's kind of cool. I think he's kind of got that same vibe going on. Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh,
He's a new head, but
yes, I love
he's
him.
definitely cool. Chris D'Elia, It's kind of a cool cat.
Oh, nobody wants to smash Chris D'Elia.
Yeah,
Oh, please,
Except for the
bro.
kids, dude.
Before he
There
got
you go.
canceled, hold on, y'all got to back up. Before Chris D'Elia got
he
canceled,
was huge. He was
Yeah, he
girls
was pretty funny.
fucking loved
He was
him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
He's that ugly kind of attractive.
but see, that's
well,
the
the thing is-
opposite. That's the opposite of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it is.
Because Eddie, you want to fuck Chris because he's funny.
Yeah,
You want to fuck Eddie because he's cool and he's also funny.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But
true.
funny doesn't come before cool.
Yeah, that's true. Chris was cool though. I think if you listen to his
Chris is
podcast,
cool.
you get to know him as a person.
I agree.
mean, I don't know him as
agree.
a person.
I
but
think Schultz is kind of in that. Andrew Schultz is kind of in that as well.
yeah,
I went and saw his special when he was here in Houston.
How
yeah,
was
you
it?
did. How
Oh
was
my
it?
god,
Dude, I love his podcast.
that
his podcast
that
is so
special when he drops it, he's already recorded it. He recorded it in Austin. When he drops that special,
yeah,
it is fire.
yeah.
It is flagrant, just like his podcast.
Yeah.
He says some wild shit in that pod, or in that
In the
pod
special.
and the special as well. But it all fits. It all makes sense the way he navigates through.
good. What topics does he cover?
Everything.
Everything? Okay.
There
I
was
figured.
he talked about the flu game from Michael Jordan all the way
okay.
down to politics.
Mhm.
He talked.
He's really diverse in his way of thinking.
And
though.
you know what the thing that I took away most was how much like a cat he was on stage. He was proud.
around.
He was pacing back and forth, and then when he would hit the punchline of a joke, he would come out further than he was normally. And when he came out further, the crowd responded to
Yeah.
it because he was.
show.
It was really cool to see. It was like like a tide.
Yeah.
He would give and he would take and he would give. It was pretty. You ever been to Bayou City down there in downtown?
Bayou City Music
Musical.
No, I mean, I've
Isn't
I've
that
walked past
what
It's
it.
used
where
to be
Hard Rock
Convention?
used to be. It's where Hard Rock used to be. The Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it's
used
no longer Hard Rock Cafe.
No, I think that's been closed for like 3+ years.
No.
now.
No way.
Hard Rock is right next to it.
Oh, okay.
But
Hard
Bayou-
Rock's gone.
Is
Hard
it?
Rock is
Hard Rock is
There's
gone.
no way.
I was there
When was
a
the last
month
time?
ago. Hard Rock is gone.
Well,
No
that's
way.
unfortunate.
It
but
is where the Hard Rock was. It's like right next to the
Next to the theater, the movie
next
theater.
to the theater, the theater, and then there's
And
the
then there's
parking
a-
garage.
then
Minutemen's
there's
further
the-
down.
yeah. But when you walk up, like where those stairs are,
Hard Rock's gone. It's where the stair is.
but Hard Rock was to the right, and then Revention Center.
yeah,
was
the Hard
up
Rock
the
turned
middle.
into
Revention was across the street.
No.
that thing turned into a gift shop, but the gift shop is only a quarter of what the Hard Rock used to be.
Okay.
So the other half of it they turned into the venue. So it
Bayou
you come
City
in
Music
one
Hall?
door and then it circles out way wide.
But Bayou City Music Hall used to be Revention Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when Hard Rock left, they acquired more space,
Okay,
so they
okay.
made it
Oh,
bigger.
okay.
Gotcha.
But
gotcha.
the venue is great, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I would love to see a music show there because it is very. You're like right on the stage.
Yeah,
Well,
you're up there.
good luck for you. A lot of my favorite DJs play there when they come. Oh, Porter Robinson's playing there actually.
Let's go to a show, man.
Fucking come on, baby! I got 2 tickets.
Let's go to a show.
But I already told Ariel she could have one, so y'all gonna have
fuck
to get
Ariel.
tickets.
I'm way cooler than Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel will give Sean her ticket.
No, I bought 2 tickets.
Yeah,
Ariel doesn't
will
have
give
any
you the
tickets.
Don't worry about that.
But y'all
if
need
you-
to get tickets.
I'll tell Ariel that I'll take the cat and I'll take the ticket, and
No.
that'll be the price.
Just get another ticket, bro.
I'm broke, bro. I sell goldfish. This shit.
Same, bro. Same. Excited to get paid this week,
I'm so
but not
excited.
really.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, but you went on a shamanistic spiritual journey. Tell me
That's
about
true.
that.
It was cool, man. It was pretty dope, I guess you'd say. I didn't smoke much weed. Didn't do any acid. I did some other stuff. Yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Y'all know the vibes.
I need to.
Oh, it's a
Oh, we
good
got some
time,
right
man.
now, dude.
It's unfortunate that you weren't here last night. I went through the rest of mine.
Yeah.
I
went
would
through
have.
the rest of my shit the other night.
Yeah.
We have reached a point in the political, economic, social structure that I need to get out of my fucking head, man. I don't know if y'all feel this way, but there is so much shit going on.
Yeah,
and I feel so stressed about all of it, and not all of it affects me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I feel like ignorance is bliss, and and the less
you
I
can't
know
be-
about it, the better. I know that's the thing. It's something I battle with, where it's like I need to learn more, but the more I learn, I'm like
The less I wanna know.
the more I worry, and the more
Yeah.
I get in my head, and the more I get anxious.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's not get there, because at the end of the day, I've always boiled it down to like, what can I do? What can I do to
Yeah, it's
change
true.
Well, there's
it?
very little that I can do. There's very little that you can do. There's very little that Sean can do.
Yes.
But together,
As a collective unit, yes.
we can do a lot.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, though.
But I think we're
not
in
a lot of people look at it that way.
I think we're staggered. I mean, I think a great thing about America is there's so many people, but I also think the biggest downfall of America is it's one central government, and there's so many people that in order to enact real change, you have to like get, instead of
Yeah,
you
you
know,
gotta
if
be
you
like
live in a small
Grimes.
country or a small town that has their own sort of government, you don't need 10,000 people. You need fucking 10 million people to feel the same exact way you do and to
Yeah.
enact the same attitudes that you do.
Or you just got to do what the heroin Grimes did and go out there and read the Communist Manifesto. Dude, that was so fucking dumb. I
I didn't even know that
What are you
happened.
talking
Did you not see that?
Yeah, that-
Oh, look it up,
Yeah,
bro.
she dressed up.
She looked like a steampunk elf.
And she read the Communist Manifesto?
Yeah, but real ones know. that
Where?
On the streets of LA. They were just paparazzi taking photos of
Yeah,
her.
it was really. I honestly think it's just
I
a
found
fucking
out
publicity
yesterday that
stunt.
Grimes
Dude.
is 33 years old.
It's really
AKA
just.
Why you
old
acting-
enough to know better.
Why are you acting like a teeny bopper?
And
That's
she
so dumb.
was wearing this outrageous outfit.
Low key, the
She looks hot
outfit.
as shit,
I mean,
though.
she does.
Low key, the outfit is pretty fucking.
That's just
killer.
a rave fit, honestly.
Yeah.
It looks kind of steampunky,
Yeah.
a little bit like fantasy-ish, I guess.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
She looks like an elfish character.
Yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb. The headlines was like, after breaking up with a billionaire, Grimes reads Communist Manifesto on LA streets.
Yeah, it's so easy after the fact when you get money to like be like, oh,
I think she said
What we should do
something.
with it.
She wants to use crypto and gaming to redistribute the wealth in America. And I was like, what the fuck are you? What do you mean?
what does that mean?
If you win this Call of Duty contest, like,
If you win Call of Duty contest, you get 10 Bitcoin.
I don't know, dude. The whole world is fucked, and everybody pretends it's okay.
Yeah, but I think that's the beauty of it as well.
Well, the thing is until the Earth stops moving,
You just gotta do the same shit.
I
you've
always
been doing.
wonder, you know, other great ancient civilizations like the Roman Empire and all that stuff.
Egypt.
Towards the end of their reign, what do you think was happening? Like, what was really going down? Like,
Exactly what's going on
were people? Was there civil unrest? Did people know what was going on?
Dude, there's
what
actually-
happened,
I mean,
or were they all left in the dark, and then it just happened? And
Yeah,
that
that's
would be so
crazy
interesting
think
to like
about
be
the fall
around.
of an empire.
There's a lot of information about that, bro. Basically every great civilization in the history of humanity has followed the same pattern. And there's a name for it, but I
Yeah.
can't remember what it is.
History doesn't repeat itself, but it fucking rhymes.
Yeah. But I mean, it does repeat itself when it comes
Well,
to
it's not an exact repetition,
Right,
but
yeah.
it's so close
it's
that
so
you're like,
close, yeah.
I've tasted this before.
Mhm, Yeah, there's a name for this like cycle that every great civilization follows.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
The end and the beginning.
In a way, for sure. But it's like
Well, where are we on that
we're at the part right
timeline?
before it ends.
Where are we on that timeline? Because
Uh,
I would be very.
let me
Yeah,
see if I can
we're in
find it. It's
Fimbulwinter
pretty
for
interesting.
sure.
Uh,
Fimbulwinter, 100%. The 3-year winter that precedes
The-
Ragnarok.
The fuckhead in me wants to really be around for when it happens, just to see what happens. But I also feel like it's not gonna happen for another maybe like 300-400 years probably.
Okay, here we go. So I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this the right way, but it's called the Tytler cycle in history. And here are the steps. So think of this as a wheel.
Okay.
Okay, it's a
Like a circular.
continuously repeating cycle.
And there are spokes on it, right? And the spokes are the points.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So there's at the very top is bondage, and then from there the people oppose the conditions, and we reach spiritual faith, which is the second step. And then after that, the third step is courage, and then after that is liberty, which I guess you could probably say. I mean, we've been through there.
Mhm.
Then after that, the next big one is abundance. We've been through that.
Definitely.
After that is selfishness.
Baby boomers.
I think that's.
close.
What's the next one? What's the next one?
After that is complacency.
I think we're at selfishness.
I think we're getting.
And then after that is apathy. I think we're at apathy. And then after that is dependence.
Apathy. Define apathy.
Not giving a shit.
Yeah, we're probably there.
Yeah. And then after that one
When
is
were we complacent?
When we were
complacent for the last
yeah,
100
I guess
years.
when we were invading Iraq for oil and
Yeah.
pretending that it was. For,
I mean, when is
that's selfishness too. Yeah.
when is the last time?
I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after apathy you have dependence,
Chinese government.
which we're stepping into already.
Yeah.
And then after dependence, you start over at bondage.
Starts to fall.
Yeah. So
Okay, so we're talking about America. So bondage would be pre 1776.
Bondage of
Yeah.
The
This is-
13 colonies.
this is going to be America's first complete.
Cycle.
Yeah.
You think things will change?
I mean, yeah.
We'll go into spiritual faith, and then somebody
Yeah.
will have courage.
See, I think we're kind of already delving there, though. There's so many people that want to. I mean, Texas, for example, we fucking outlawed abortion because it's the Christian belief that
Yeah.
life begins at conception.
Bondage was.
So, and that's a whole
Massive.
like,
Yeah.
that's a whole fucking.
I mean, anytime you're beholden to the government is bondage, really. Which is tough to say. It's not a popular thing to say.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. But there's definitely elements of truth to it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially in the context of this, bondage means.
I don't know if you lose the previous steps though. I think you kind of hold on to the previous steps because there are still people in our country that feel the bondage,
Sure.
and there are still people who feel the spiritual. Whatever the second spoke
Spiritual
was,
faith.
spiritual faith
Yeah.
or spiritual succession,
Mhm.
whatever you want to call it. And I think that there are many, 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 especially in the higher parts of the government, that feel apathy. But I think the rest of the public or the majority of Americans are probably somewhere in the dependent stage.
Yeah.
Depending on the federal government, depending on the world as a whole.
Yeah. True. So I have to come clean with you guys. We definitely lost a little bit of this recording. I don't know how.
Where'd it go?
I was just looking at the internet, and when I came back to the recording app, it wasn't recording.
Oh.
It's very unfortunate. But we're here now, and I don't think we lost much.
Okay.
So we'll just clip it together.
Probably.
This Tytler cycle thing is really interesting.
Yeah.
Titler.
Yeah, it's either Titler or Tyler.
I think we're in between apathy and dependence though. As
I think
as a
so.
whole. As a
I
whole.
think so too.
You'll
Control of
definitely-
the independent, freedom is centralized. Oof.
Yeah. Apathy is
Oof. That
accepting
hits.
accepting no responsibility, blaming everyone of everything and critical of everything.
It's exactly what we all
so
do.
that's really where we're at.
That
Yeah.
hits a little too close to home
Yeah.
for our
Yeah.
former and current president. Yeah.
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 And to our entire society, bro. Like, every single person goes, what the fuck is wrong with everyone else?
Yeah, you never look inwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to, man. Especially like we were saying earlier, the individual is capable of so little here that it's just ridiculously easy to abandon any sense of responsibility that you have.
Do you think that's why Ted Lasso is so hooking? Is that he's so unbearably positive in the face of absolute destruction, in the face of absolute chaos, and
I mean, that's
all he has is a smile.
Dude, did you read Demi's article about Ted Lasso?
I read most of it, yeah.
You remember Demi, right?
The host.
Yes.
The beautiful, beautiful hostess that we
Pompous.
had.
Yeah,
shut
Demi,
up.
we love you.
Go
Demi.
We
Georgetown.
miss you.
Demi, we miss you every single day. But she wrote an article for her school's like news.
I haven't read it.
Read her? I'll send it to you
Yeah,
because I
send
think
it
I
to
still
me.
have the link to it. But it was about Ted Lasso, and she tied in all the shit that we're going through right now, and how Ted Lasso is kind of like a bright spot and something that we should all turn to really learn about not only ourselves
Well,
but
again,
each other
yeah.
individual
Well, again,
to
I
try to
think
tie us all together. And I was like, this is so beautiful.
So
Demi,
deep.
shout out to you for
Yeah.
that. That was a really great article.
I think that it's very, what I was saying earlier when we were watching it, that it's very akin to the story of Jason Sudeikis currently, where
Yeah,
he
I didn't
has,
get that parallel at first, but now after thinking about it,
where he has really nothing. And I mean, in the first episode alone, his wife doesn't tell him he loves him. He has to talk to his kid, you know, at the beginning of his kid's day, but it's the end of his day.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a real parallel because I've always been drawn to Jason Sudeikis. I don't know if it's because he really is a Kansas City guy. He's more Southern.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been through some of the shit that I've been through. He's very real. He's very approachable.
He's a really genuine person as well.
I feel that as
off
well.
camera
I've
and
never
on
met
camera.
him, obviously, but I feel like if I
Portrays
saw
himself.
him, I would be able to go up to him and be like, "Hey, man, your show's great, and I really appreciate everything you're doing for everybody else outside of you, because I don't think it's a very self-fulfilling show. I don't think that was the point of it.
No, not at
I
all.
think the point of it was to be, you know, in the face of negativity, if you are positive, good things can happen.
It's a beautiful show, man.
Yeah.
It's really well done. Super well done.
Yeah, I think that cinema is probably the best thing as a species we have done in a long time, because it puts you in someone else's shoes, voluntary, involuntary,
Yeah.
that you, I mean, I don't really think of the way other people think in my day-to-day life. But
Yeah,
when
it's
I'm
hard
watching
to.
a movie, I'm trying to figure out why Ted
Yeah.
is doing the things he's doing.
You really
Is
relate
it
to the
because
character.
of this? Is it
Yeah.
because of that? You know
It gives
what I mean?
you a POV into somebody else's world.
Yeah, and you've
and
only
cinema
ever
done
had
it.
your POV, or maybe your dad's POV if you really respect his point of vision, or your mom or grandpa, whoever
Whoever passed down their
whoever
their
passed
ideal.
down that knowledge to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cinema done right can really have a profound effect on society.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure. And that's why I think more people should watch Ted Lasso.
I think music as well too.
Yeah.
I think the arts in general are
Not paintings.
Yeah. Paintings are
But-
garbage. And
I would
Anyone
disagree,
I-
I'm just
because
kidding.
there are
There
a
are
lot
some
of
really well
paintings that
done.
make me feel a type of way
Yeah,
when I look at it.
I mean, yeah, paintings that already exist are cool, but anybody out there in the world who likes to paint right now, fuck off.
Well,
I
here's the
fucking
here's,
hate you.
Here's the thing.
You know who you are.
Picasso wasn't popular when he was alive.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He only became the shit after he was. You're such a dick.
Sorry, we're putting. I'll probably cut that out. We're bringing a lot of personal beef into the podcast. right now.
Sean dated a painter. Okay.
I hate a couple of them.
Couple of them. Is that why this shit is so fucked up?
Oh, if you look at the wall on the other end. No, I'm just kidding.
This wall over here was fucked up by a painter that I hate. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that I don't think we're as human or as animalistic as we portray ourselves in art. I think we're somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
Does that make
Interesting
sense?
But
thing
I
to
think,
think
but I
about.
think all the great painters have been so far-sighted. You know how everybody believes that we're
explain
kind
that,
of in
explain
between.
that.
So everyone likes to think they're like a medium-grounded person, and they have good stuff and they have bad stuff, but they try to be in the middle, and they think they're quote-unquote normal. But I think most people who are so good at any sort of art form, whether it be singing, acting, painting, photography, all that stuff, I believe that they're talented in that way because they're so on the other end of the spectrum, and it's hard for them to quote unquote be normal. That's why a lot of people don't really relate to great artists and painters, and that's why a lot of people aren't appreciated.
But you
It's
relate
because
to the
they're-
work.
We relate to their work, yes, but
I get what
but
you're
them
saying.
as a person, you know, people like Elon Musk, Picasso, all them that weren't appreciated at their time, they were so far ended on the spectrum that a lot of people quote unquote called them crazy.
I agree. Yeah.
But the reason that they were like
Vinci.
that caused them to be so good at their form of art. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people struggle to face now.
I think that's
in
just
the-
greatness in general.
And I think
I
that's
think
why a lot
I think
of
no matter what, if you're great at something, you are an alien to other people.
because people
True.
can't relate to you. People can't.
People don't understand it.
Yeah, they can't get your POV. And unfortunately, we have lost a lot of people who battle with that sort of like loneliness and that sense of security, because they turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol. They
And
turn to
another
sort
thing
of
is we
any sort of
stifle a
feeling.
lot of it too.
We do.
I
Do, especially in this day and age, bro, where everything is abundant.
Yeah, you want to
It's-
be part of the system.
Yeah,
I
it's-
remember growing up telling my dad that I wanted to be one of the sheep in the pen. I didn't want to be
a
the
wolf?
black sheep. I didn't want to be the one, excommunicated from the group forever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing that makes that analogy work so well.
Right?
It's very comfortable.
But
to be one of
his
the sheep.
his point, and I remember it very vividly to this day, was, why don't you want to be the sheep on the outside, saying, look at the fucking me, I got out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to stop and think about that shit,
Yeah.
because that's not drilled into you as a young kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no more. People used to tell you that you could be anything you wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really hear that as much anymore.
Well, yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm older.
Yeah, especially the older you get.
But even when
the
I'm
more difficult
hanging
it
out
is.
with when I'm around young children and stuff, people don't say that shit anymore.
Honestly, I don't even know why they tell children that, because,
I don't think it's healthy to tell children that.
well,
I
especially
think
my
it is.
opinions.
I think it is.
it's a healthy thing to tell someone, but it's useless to tell them that when
When they have no
system
idea of the
that they're
scope.
going to grow up in
Yeah.
doesn't reinforce that idea at all.
But has our system ever enforced that ever?
no.
No.
So then,
Not the American educational system.
Yeah.
No.
It only really works that way. I mean, it doesn't really work that way. I think
No, it
you
takes
end
a
up
special
doing what you're
person.
predisposed to.
yeah, it only
takes
works
a
that way if
special
you're like
person.
talented, if you're like
Yeah.
born with some sort of natural talent.
Either that or a supernatural amount of wealth,
Yeah.
where you can just
I think
Where you
brute force your way into
Where
whatever
you
you
can
want.
continue to fuck up until you get it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I think, yeah, true. That's also a big thing. But I think telling your kids that they can be anything you want is really setting them up for like a disappointing and that's
True.
I'm trying not to sound like a very hard pessimist, because
Yeah.
I'm very much not. I'm a very big
Sure.
optimist. and
Yeah,
I
you
think
are very much a glass half full.
I'm very much an optimist, and I do believe that. But when you grow up in the system, and when you learn things here and there, and when you see things face to face, it's hard not to be a little pessimistic, and then it's hard not to like warn the future generation that, like, hey, when I was a kid, I was told all this could happen, and then I had to learn something the hard way. So I just want you to like at least be a little bit prepared,
Yeah.
and you can still, I'm not telling you not to try, and I really don't want to like deter you,
Yeah.
but be prepared to go through some hardships,
Yeah.
and to really
You could still be a server when you're 28.
to really learn about
Yeah.
yourself.
Well, I mean-
and that's also okay. Like, there's
What is
nothing
the,
wrong with that.
Yeah.
What
at
is
all.
what is the quote? It's fuck, I just had it. It's like, don't make me figure out what I am on my own. Show me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This is more to parents or older, peers or
Yeah.
or role models, I guess is the better word for it. It's a fool learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from others.
Mhm.
And I think that there's obviously a lot of truth to that statement, but it's very, very hard as a young person, or even as a man now, as a 24-year-old man. It's
Definitely.
hard to look at other people's mistakes and not, because you've only been yourself. It's hard to be, well, I wouldn't do that because I'm X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
So that doesn't apply to me, but it does apply to you because it's another fucking human.
Yeah.
it
And
applied to
we're all
them,
the
and
same,
it's-
even though we're a little different, even though we're a little, we think differently, we speak differently, we react differently to different situations. We're all the same species.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that that like other people have failed and you choose not to learn from it is very disadvantage. Like
Yeah.
it's a huge disadvantage to you,
Definitely.
but you don't realize that most of the time until it's too late.
Yeah.
And I think it's tough to learn from other people's mistakes, because a lot of people don't like to talk about their
Oh, yeah.
failures.
No,
They
no,
hide
no.
their lessons.
And all those like life coaches and stuff, all they're doing is talking about their successes,
Preaching positivity. Yeah.
preaching positivity.
Oh, yeah.
And while
Which
that's
is
cool
harmful.
and could help you, whatever, that's not how people learn.
I think it gives you the push to do the first thing.
Yeah.
But once that first thing,
Happens and
it fails?
then
because
you're-
99% of the people whose first thing they try is going to be a failure. I'm sorry. It just is. There's going to be 1% that hit it out of the park on the
Yeah.
first try, and they're so goddamn lucky and they don't even know it.
Yeah.
But if once you have to go back into your box, into your bag, for lack of a better term, sports term there, I think that's when you really figure out who you are and who and what you believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Aging
Hell
is weird,
yeah.
man. Aging is weird.
Dude, tell me about it, man. How's your relationship with your father? Do you have a good relationship with your dad?
No, I'm just.
Ime doesn't because he's Asian.
I remember, because I work with my dad now. And so I was talking to my dad. We spend all morning together, and we spend most of our work time together. I usually put in a podcast when we're driving from store to store, but when we're in stores, we talk to each other. And I remember he looked at me the other day, and he said, I remember one day, I don't remember the exact day, but I remember looking in your eyes and you looking at me, and I had a heartbreaking moment, Pat. I realized that when you looked at me, you thought I was dumb as fuck. You thought I didn't know shit. You thought I had no idea, and you were going to fight me for your place in the world.
Yeah.
And now, that must have been when I was 16, 17, 18 maybe.
Fucking fuckhead.
And now as a 24-year-old, exactly. Now as a 24-year-old, we had this conversation. I was like, fuck.
It's hard as a young man.
Everything you told me has merit to it.
Yeah.
You were right about fucking everything.
Yep.
And that's so hard to admit to yourself because you realize that you had this wealth of information available for you the whole time, but you thought you knew the better way.
But you didn't want it. You wanted to do it on your own.
But that's human nature. You got to find
It's
it
human
yourself.
nature, and it's really, arguably, it's like a crucial part of the process. You have to think you know better
part of manhood.
and learn that you're wrong, or else you're always going to think you know better.
Yeah.
And you're gonna stay a fuckhead.
You're going to
for the
stay a
rest of
fuckhead your whole life.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
And,
It's a-
and most of the most amazing people that you'll meet in your life are fuckheads, which is so sad.
Yeah. All my
It's so
favorite
sad.
people,
All the people you remember in your life are fuckheads.
all the good people are fuckheads or they're fuckhead adjacent. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuckhead, bro.
Yeah, his.
Because he's never had no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Who?
A certain.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone at home, that we can't say this name out loud. But it's very politically tenuous.
My audio file picked it up.
I just put it in big bold letters.
In subtitles.
But it's a
gonna be the title
person.
of the episode.
It's a person we know who has found a lot of success.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say that they don't.
But that's the
deserve
thing
it, but
is
been a little
100%.
easy.
He's found success. There's no doubt
Yeah.
in my mind, obviously.
And he could probably help a lot of people
But
with the
thing
knowledge
is,
that he
is
has.
if he realized that he wasn't right all the fucking time, it would be so much more successful.
Yeah.
And you cannot even argue with me.
Yeah.
There is no chance in hell that
Yeah.
that thing wouldn't be more successful than it is already.
Yeah.
True.
If he wasn't
If
the
he
way
wasn't
he
who
is.
if he wasn't who he was.
Yeah.
If he had a little.
And
yeah.
that goes across everything. That goes across all walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
That goes across countries, nations, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd argue most of the countries that are having political unrest and really suffering are because they have leaders who think they know everything, and are adept,
Well, I mean,
not
that's-
adept to change and not adept to like seeing new things in different perspectives.
Pretty
I mean,
good
look
way.
at Nazi Germany. There is no way in hell that you can believe Germans are evil to their core. There's no way. They're so nice. They're very beautiful people. They have
They're
great.
nice now.
Well, the thing
Playing
was,
catch up.
is they fell for a fucking dictator.
Yeah.
That was charismatic.
Who
that was
told
powerful.
them that they were the best
that
species.
promised them that they would be the best in the
Sure,
world.
Sure.
And if I come to you and say, "Hey, Sean, listen, I know we're in a fuck position. I know everything's gone shit, but if you and me band together, we can rule the whole fucking world." There's no way in hell you're gonna say no.
You could
If
argue.
I'm charismatic and forceful and powerful enough, it's impossible to say no
And
because there's
you
no
could-
better option for you.
You could argue that parallels a lot to the Trump presidency too.
Very much.
Well,
so.
I was just gonna say.
He came in at such a weird time in the country
and provided
and-
stability.
and
I
provided he provided a promise and a notion that we were going to go back to
Dude.
our golden age, quote unquote, and we were going to be the best.
It's all about
Hitler's-
stability and job security.
Hitler's
It really
entire
is.
campaign was make Germany great again.
yeah.
Think
That's
about
what it
it.
was.
Like
Yeah.
it was literally the same
we
exact
were
campaign.
we were in an economic downturn.
We had all the shit taken away from us from the First World War, so we're gonna go get it back, and we're gonna
Yep.
make ourselves great
We're going
again.
to
Yeah.
be more powerful than we've ever been.
We're gonna have jobs. We're gonna have security. We're gonna have
Yeah.
all that.
And when you think about it, like all the
Arts and science.
the propaganda that World War II Germany was feeding their people, it's the same fucking propaganda that America was feeding
Well, it's the
everybody
same
in
propaganda
World
that
War II.
every
Like,
nation feeds their
dude,
people.
yeah, it's all the same.
The
shit.
history of
It's
propaganda
nationalism.
is so insane.
Yeah,
It is
Insane.
nationalism. That's how he came to power.
Mm-hmm.
He appealed to German nationalism, and it's the same thing with Trump. He appealed to American nationalism.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fucking Americans that don't realize
they have no idea.
that they have no idea that there are so many different people from different walks of life, different cultures, different gods, different everything.
Yeah.
Everything is different now.
Yeah,
And it's so easy to connect with people, and people just choose not to
Not
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
that's why everyone needs to go to a fucking music festival. Find
I
themselves.
think it's just people need to realize that they're not the center of the universe, and that's not an easy thing to change.
Yeah, especially when people. It's so weird to think about because I don't think any of us, like anybody I know, are like especially enlightened or woke. Mm-hmm. We're all running on the same
Yeah.
operating system, but there are so many people out there who seem to understand so much less than us, and we're like normal people.
Yeah.
What are they doing that they just don't like? How does someone get into
It's
their
exposure.
60s and still believe the shit that Trump is saying?
Well,
What are you doing?
because their grandparents took them to fucking lynches.
Yeah. And they're
You know what I'm saying? It's a
and they
different
never-
generation.
I think for I can only speak
For
for
the
myself.
first time in our lives, we grew up with being able to chat with people in Japan.
I mean, that's a
in
fair point.
China.
I was gonna say,
all this stuff. You know what I mean?
I can
Yeah,
only
that's a
speak
good
for
point.
myself, and the reason that I think the way that I do
you have a great point on
is because I've moved around
Mm-hmm.
and been to several different cities and been around different people from different economic systems, different religious beliefs, and I've learned from them. But there's a lot of people in this world who are born somewhere and they live in that town and they stay in
that's
that
it.
town
Yeah.
till the day that they
That's
die.
fucking it, bro.
That's a lot of this country.
And people do that ideologically too, not
Yeah.
even just with where they live. Some people
Yeah.
keep learning until they turn 20.
They plant
and then
their
they
stake
go,
and they never
That's
they
right.
never
Yeah.
move it.
They plant
Yeah.
their stake and they go, "This is how I'm just going to think forever."
Black
And-
people are awful.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah,
And
I'm never
you're
going
like,
to change my opinion.
You've
Yeah.
never even met one.
And then
Yeah.
when you
You've never
present
even met a
them
black
with new
individual.
information,
What are you
they just
talking
go, "Oh, that doesn't match what I think.
Yeah.
Get out of here."
I'll say a big culture shock for me was when I lived in Kansas. I lived in Kansas in my primitive years. I was like 10, 11, 12, like around
Wichita?
that. Wichita, Kansas.
Really?
Shout out Wichita, Kansas.
Damn! Shout out to the Shockers, dude.
And-
Shout out Ted Lasso.
Shout out Ted Lasso. That's my dad did a semester at Wichita State, dude.
No shit.
Yeah. But what the school I went to had 2 black people in the entire school.
Wow.
And
Elementary school?
Yeah. It was like 4th, 5th
That's
grade.
crazy.
And
Looking
I
back on it, was there racism?
Not that I could pick up or really remember, but the big shocker was when I moved from Kansas to Fort Worth. I moved to Fort Worth like 2 or 3 years after Katrina hit, and a lot of people from New Orleans, came to
Migrated up,
either to Houston or even Dallas, and in Fort Worth especially. So I went to a school in Fort Worth that was like 60% black.
Yeah.
And it was such a big culture shock.
Yeah.
Because at that point I had only known 2 or 3 black people.
Mm-hmm.
And that taught me a lot about the race, black people in general, their struggles, and learning from them. And that's just something that I think a lot of people don't go through. I mean, there's a
course.
lot of people in Middle America who go to a school with no black people,
That's
and
true.
they grow up hating black people.
Yeah,
There's a
because
lot
they
of people
because they don't know them.
because they don't know them.
Yeah.
They don't spend a day with them. They don't get to know them. They don't meet their families. Like
They don't understand the struggles.
And they
don't
get
understand-
fed all this crazy shit
from the older generation.
from the older generation
yeah.
about like how black people are bad.
so they
Or
never
not even
change.
just black people. Anyone who's not
Yeah, I
like
was gonna
that.
say yeah.
Anyone who's not exactly like anyone who's
that's-
not from fucking goddamn Wichita.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
come on,
it's
man.
a scary thing to think about.
It's tragic to think
Yeah.
about.
That's why I think Houston's so great though,
Yeah.
Dude, Houston.
because
Houston-
it's a cultural melting pot here.
Yeah.
I think the people here are so nice and so great is because they get a little bit of culture from everybody and they learn from everybody.
Yeah.
And they realize that like this is not just me.
Yeah.
There's so many other cultures and their backgrounds have all led them to here.
Yep.
And we're all in the same boat.
Yeah,
Big
I
fact.
agree. I have a bunch of friends, myself included, who are obsessed with Avatar, right? Avatar:
Sure.
The Last Airbender. Obviously, great show.
Yeah.
The idea that Iroh learned lightning redirection from a different tribe, a different culture, is so fucking powerful.
Who did he learn it from?
He learned it from waterbenders.
Oh.
Learning to take the energy through to the other one. And
Yeah.
Katara, with her fight with Hama, the bloodbender, she explodes the water. It's an earthbending move to stand your ground.
Yeah.
That's real. That is not just a cartoon.
True.
That's very human.
Dude, that show is so goddamn. The messages and the takeaways from that show.
A lot of people
are-
hate on Korra too, and I enjoy Korra because there are a lot of messages like that as well.
Yeah, I enjoyed Korra as well. I don't think it's as eloquent,
No, definitely not.
but it's still a good watch.
Avatar also came out at the perfect time
Yeah.
for me as well. That was like formative years
Yeah.
and stuff
Where you
like
really
that.
learn.
I didn't watch Avatar until I was an adult. Like I didn't watch.
Really?
I didn't really watch Avatar.
I feel like it probably didn't hit you the same way.
Oh, I think it did.
did?
I loved Avatar.
It's
I mean,
powerful.
who can say? But
It's powerful.
yeah, it was a very powerful show for me.
I don't think I realized how hard it hit me until I grew up, though. I really don't. And then I was like, oh, we're all, yeah, there are bad guys and they're trying to fuck up the world, but we're all in the same boat. Like we're all human. We're all people.
God, bro, the lessons of Uncle Iroh.
Yeah, Uncle Iroh's
Leaves
a
from the
great
Vine
character, bro.
fucks me up,
I know.
bro.
Great
Yeah.
character.
Anybody who hasn't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, I know it's a kids show on Nickelodeon, but goddamn,
So much more than that.
it is
man.
so much more than
so
that.
much more than that.
Dave Filoni worked on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Was his first show.
Wow.
That
Yeah,
show
y'all-
got him the job to do the Clone Wars.
Can it be streamed anywhere? Where do people watch
It's on Netflix.
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Y'all get your asses on Netflix. Watch Avatar.
So is
It
Korra.
so good. And Korra the Legend. Wait, it's called The Legend of Korra.
The Legend of Korra.
And she's the avatar that follows Aang. You'll get into that later. For now, just watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. And while you're at it, watch Avatar with the blue people, because that's a fucking
That's a
great
great movie.
I fucking
That's a great
love
movie.
that
The
movie,
new one
bro.
comes out at the end of 2022. apparently.
Yeah, they've been
Thank
working on that
God,
movie
bro.
for like 10 years.
They've been working on that movie since the last one wrapped.
yeah.
Since 2012.
Yeah.
So apparently they shot 3 movies
Back to back to back.
Like,
Lord of the Rings style.
at the same time. Yeah. Because they didn't want the
actors
actors
to
to age
age.
out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah, so
for
they've
the
been
story.
working on special effects since
Effects
2012.
And edits and,
Yeah. These movies are going to be incredible, man.
they're gonna
James Cameron does not fucking miss.
No, he really doesn't.
He does it.
He really doesn't.
He's really probably the most prolific movie director of our time.
The Russo brothers have a
Of
good
our
time.
time, yeah, probably.
I mean, there's a lot of contenders for sure, but fucking Titanic, bro. Avatar. I don't know who directed Tron, and apparently nobody likes Tron except me.
I like Tron.
The newest Tron.
The newer one.
I
Yeah.
really
Oh.
like Tron.
Dude, Tron defined my taste in movies and music for a decade, and still does. Like, I'm into EDM because of Tron. I'm pretty sure, bro. A whole score by Daft Punk. Come on, man. You can't fucking miss.
Oh, I
with
was thinking
that.
the original too, man, bro.
I mean, I haven't
Journey,
been able to make myself sit through the whole original, but
The original's good. The original's really good. It doesn't stand up because the new one came out.
yeah.
It's hard to watch the old version of The Thing
Yeah.
because the new
The new one
thing
is out.
Is
yeah.
out. I agree with that, but the original one with the bro, you think that Daft Punk soundtrack is bomb? I agree. I agree that the Daft Punk album is bomb. But that original Tron album gave us Separate Worlds by Journey. One of the
Oh,
biggest
really?
one of the biggest bangers of all fucking time.
Dude, you want to talk about goddamn movie soundtrack bangers? You boys seen Tarzan?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, bro.
has a
Phil
chokehold
Collins deserves
on this
to be the
generation.
first knight of the United States of America.
That honestly is the best.
He had
Disney
no
soundtrack.
fucking reason to go as hard as he fucking
Yeah,
did.
true, dude. We should
To
be
this
watching
day,
Tarzan.
We
The
should watch
first-
Tarzan right now,
The
bro.
first
Watch
4
Tarzan.
seconds of the opening song cripples me.
Yeah.
Cripples.
I haven't watched it since it came out, honestly.
No
The
shot,
Jaguar.
dude.
I
I'm
haven't.
gonna watch it tonight. I'm down.
Dude, Tarzan is
Yeah.
such a good
We'll
movie.
We'll
I don't
squeeze it
care.
in before IAM's appointment later tonight.
Man, fuck I am.
Oh.
I'm gonna watch Tarzan, bro.
All right, we'll watch it, bro.
We'll watch
You
it.
gotta leave now.
Yeah, true. Before we bring this to an end, I do want to give a special shout out to Jasmine. She left her number for me to go on a date, and I think that as a message, more women should take
Yes.
the initiative
Yes.
and shoot their shot.
Absolutely. Jasmine, you are an icon.
You're literally an icon. I've never had anyone do that to me, and it made me feel some type of way. And I want every girl
Yeah.
that listens to this to know that when you go out of your way to do something like
Yeah.
this, it means a lot.
That's a big fact. Girls,
It means a lot.
even if you're not trying to date a guy, if you just think a guy is cute, if you think he's got a good look going for him, let him know, bro. I really cannot put it into words.
I think that goes across the board, though. Compliments, they're just few and far between these days.
Well, no, I
For
think
men.
it's yeah.
Well,
because
in
I think
general,
I think women are
even-
tired of
even
getting
when you
complimented by
compliment
men.
a girl, it's not a compliment. You're like, damn, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
fuck.
damn,
You know
bro,
what I
you
mean?
with two
Like,
Qs.
they
True,
don't-
yeah, be really
Not
genuine.
that I'm saying that.
Sure,
you know
sure,
what I
sure.
mean? But,
Be
like,
really genuine in your
Yeah,
compliments.
I guess we
Yeah.
could
With-
say
with
for
no
anyone.
intention.
Yeah.
I think a genuine compliment goes a long
True.
fucking way.
True.
I really do.
Yeah.
But boys get way less than girls, and I just wanted to, like I was
For
saying,
sure, for sure.
It definitely, like, I started thinking about it. I was like, bro, I don't leave my number at restaurants when I
Sure.
think a server's cute and she's a girl because I feel like they get it
Well,
so
it's different for
often.
us. Yeah,
They get it so
you feel
often,
creepy.
and
It's-
you feel creepy, and
it's
it's weird.
problematic for a guy to do it.
And then when
honestly.
a girl does it, it's the complete opposite. And like
like so many
I can-
things in life.
Yeah, I can understand that that's just the dynamic
It goes
between a
both
male and
ways.
female, and it's hard to kind of get around that. But if things were like the same, it would be so much nicer.
Yeah.
You know, and
I mean, that's the world we're working towards, man. Hopefully. I mean,
Equality.
maybe. I mean,
Dude,
equality is one thing, but
The
like
world would be a lot better place
if everything was truly the
equality.
same. I mean, it's interesting.
But
to think
that's the
about.
thing: is life is the furthest fucking thing from fair.
Yeah.
And the sooner you realize that, the easier life gets.
Yeah.
True.
But before we dive
Like-
into that, shout out to Jasmine and all you women who shoot your shots first. You are loved, you are respected, and you are heard.
You're
That's
the
right.
heroes.
I've actually, bro, I don't know where I read this, and I don't even know if it's true, but they were saying like a lot of the times when a girl shoots their shot with a guy, they end up being together for a long time. And I actually
Would be
know,
surprised.
I know 3 couples that are getting married now because the girl was the one that like slid into their DMs.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And-
go ahead
and-
and throw me on that list.
Allison slid into your DMs, or she
Not
was,
really slid into the
but she was the one
DMs,
that
but
piqued
she
interest first.
definitely, like, we both wanted to make a move,
Yeah.
but I was definitely too nervous to make a move.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hey, if you want my number, you can just ask for it."
That's
Yeah.
so funny, Pat. You're such a good-looking kid. I can't believe you didn't have the
Oh,
gall
Pat's a
to.
fucking nerd, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Pat is a nerd for
I
sure.
was
Fucking
in
nerd.
a rough spot
Yeah.
emotionally. I had just been through a really bad breakup, and I had no self confidence.
Yeah.
I feel that.
And I feel like a lot of men really don't have a lot of self confidence.
Yeah, especially if they're going
which
through
goes
some
back to
shit.
that point that you're making.
Totally.
That a compliment really, really does go a long
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like men have the confidence beaten out of them in that sense.
Yeah.
Quite
the
a
only
bit.
time I really hear it is from my mom, and my mom's supposed to say that.
Of course,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying, man. Like when
Or
a girl,
grandma, or you know.
even any time anybody compliments me, it means a lot. But especially when it's a girl.
Yeah. And if you can tell it's genuine.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if it's like a girl I know whose opinion I respect, or even if it's a stranger who like, in a way that even means more, because like if someone I know compliments me,
Yeah,
That's
so
my
like if I'm
friend.
a girl at the restaurant and I'm not your table, I say, hey, excuse me,
yeah,
I really, really like your hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you went
Bro.
out of your way.
I was
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah. We were just
Thank-
talking about this last
thank
night.
you so much.
Dude,
that
there
means, that means so much.
I
It
was-
really does.
I
mean
was
so
at the
much.
host stand and in my head, like, but prior to this happening, I was looking at my hair and I was like, damn, it's getting really long. I feel like I should cut it. Like, it's really just, it's going to take so long for
That's
it
when
to
it
look.
always happens.
I was like, it's going to take so long for it to look the way that I want it to look.
Yeah.
And that day at work, I was like putting up a order at the host stand, and this like 40-year-old mom or whatever comes up and she asks for a table, and I was putting an order, and she just goes, "Hey, I really like your hair." And I was like, I looked up and I didn't even like, I couldn't process it. I was like,
He just started crying.
thank you.
Yeah.
What? What? Are
Yeah.
you, what?
That's a rare moment.
That's
And,
that
and,
shit,
and when
man.
that happened, I was like, I'm never cutting my hair again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm really gonna stick it through. But I was
Yeah,
like,
'cause
bro,
it-
that
it's-
was such a genuine and nice compliment that came out of nowhere, and
There's
it
levels
really,
to it because you're
and it-
already thinking, man, my hair's so fucking whack. I need to
Yeah,
get it cut.
It's getting
not the way I
wild.
look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know this lady, and she had no reason to say this to me, and I had no interest in talking to her.
Sure.
I didn't
She
even
had
look
no
up
reason
for my
to
thing.
know that you were thinking of this
Yeah.
exact thing too.
And she said it, and I was like, thank you,
Yep.
thank you so much.
So, anybody out there who sees someone and has something nice to say, keep it civil.
Yeah.
Keep it respectable.
Don't
Yeah.
bite your tongue. Say
Yeah.
it.
But don't bite your tongue.
Yeah.
Nothing bad can come from telling somebody a compliment.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that they can say? Thank you.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Please go away.
Now, with that being said, don't be a fucking creep about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it decent.
Yeah. I want to say it's
But pay
hard.
that
I mean,
compliment.
maybe
Keep it
it's just
PG.
my misogynist brain working, but I feel like it's hard for a woman to sound creepy.
No,
if
I
she's getting
agree.
a compliment.
I mean, well, it's hard for women to sound creepy
You're also
in our heads
desperate
because
as
they.
fuck, so-
I think something to keep in mind is women, generally speaking, are constantly passing everything through a I need to make sure he can't possibly take this in a way I
Yeah.
don't mean it type of filter.
True.
And so they never say anything that even kind of comes off that way unless they really want to. Men, we need to work on that because
Yes.
we be saying some creepy shit and then later on someone
agree
tells
with
us it's
you.
creepy and we're like, what? No, I was just saying she looked,
Uh-huh.
I was just saying her breasts were supple. It wasn't even weird. So yeah, y'all think about what you're saying.
Jesus Christ.
And with that being said, I think we're going to bring this thing on home, boys.
Oh, nice.
Do we have anything else we want to close out on?
Well, thank you, Pat, for joining us. It was a special episode, and
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Dude, I hope
and
to
I know
be here
Sean
more
did
often,
too.
man.
Absolutely. This was a great time. I don't know.
If this will be the greatest production, but
Well, yeah, the production value is questionable. We might end up, depending on what our scheduling looks like here in the next little bit, we might save this episode to post when we're gone to EDC.
oh
and
yeah,
give us a little more
y'all
time.
y'all are
Yeah.
gonna be gone, bro.
Yeah, we're going to be gone. So we need to get one in the tank for that. So
Yeah.
that might be this one. We'll see. But in any case, this one will be up very shortly. So yeah, thanks for being here, Pat.
Dude, it was a genuine honor and a pleasure.
Pleased
Yeah.
to have you. Now we're gonna go sit back on the couch and watch a bunch more
Ted
anime
Lasso,
and movies
let's
and
do
shit,
it.
and Ted
Yeah.
Lasso, and God damn it, I love you boys.
Yeah.
So
I love you guys too, man. This is really special what you guys are doing. I know you think it's just kind of a goofy thing to do, but people really listen to this shit.
Yeah.
People really
Yeah.
want to hear what y'all have to think.
We've
man.
been really surprised actually by the amount of feedback we've
Yeah.
gotten. and
people
how many
people
are
really
talking
hear what y'all are saying. I
Yeah.
mean, take me as an example. I texted y'all in the group chat for like 45 minutes after each
Yeah,
episode.
true.
'Cause I- 'cause
Dude,
I-
every time Pat's listening to an episode, you know,
he
because
lets us know.
Dude,
every
I
30
can't-
seconds he's like, "Y'all fucking idiots don't like HEB. What the fuck is wrong with
I
y'all?"
can't not talk to y'all because I feel like
Yeah.
I'm here with you guys.
Absolutely,
You know
man.
what I mean?
that's the vibe we're going for.
That
That's
is.
that's the best kind of podcast where you feel like you know the
That's
people
some
who are
special.
talking.
Well, it also helps that I do know you.
That's true.
You know,
I
you're
like to
not
think
getting
my
Sarah
dentist
from
would feel the same
Boston
way, though.
texting you every 30 seconds like, I can't believe y'all hate HEB. By the way, what the fuck is HEB? So,
Hell yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks
All
for
right, y'all.
listening.
Yeah. Catch you next Thursday.
Peace.